Your attention, please. This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears.
Okay, everybody, hello. This is Chris Wright and the lovely Christy on our first day on the brand new Disney Wish. Christy, how are you feeling? How was today?
Today was good. It's like, it was a whirlwind.
It was a whirlwind. I feel like this morning feels like a year ago. It feels so 100%. Long ago. We are actually reporting live on this snippet from Marceline Market at 10:21 in the evening.
Can you believe I'm still awake?
It's because I'm here. And there's nobody here. This was the quiet place we could find on the ship.
It's actually closed.
Yeah, no, it's definitely closed. I was so nervous to come in here, but Christy kept being like, it's fine. So
there wasn't a note that said, do not enter.
That's true.
There wasn't a barricade. We didn't go past a barricade or a note.
We didn't.
There's not a person where we are, which is lovely because we can safely have a chat with you.
We can. So let's talk about what we did today.
Okay.
How did today start? For me, today started at Coronado Springs. Mm-hmm. Because we're on Disney's Enchanted Wish sailing.
Enchanted Showcase?
Enchanted Showcase sailing. They did make sure that everyone flew in a day early if they were flying in and stay at a Disney property. It looked like media or like travel agents or people like that were staying at Coronado, but it seemed like potentially the folks who won the cruise, and there were 50 of them, right? Mm-hmm. We're staying at Boardwalk.
Well, and Shannon Ford, friend of the show, stayed at the Yacht Club.
Okay, so like that little area over there around Epcot. So that was that. Mm-hmm. I opted not to take provided transportation from Disney because my good friend Christy lives here. And I took a ride with you and the fam to our amazing cruise. So we got here like ahead of everyone.
Oh, yeah. We were so early. It was wonderful. Like they weren't even going to pick you up or anybody up from Coronado at our time, like the slip they gave us, until 12:30. And by 12, we were here.
We were on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were like going to get lunch soon. So yeah, I would have probably been still back in whatever, Kissimmee or
Boarding
Disney World.
Was way too easy, like, because it was empty.
Yeah, it was easy. They did the passport things, gave your kiddo a magic band, and then we were basically in line to go through the funnels.
Yeah.
The big yellow thing. We walked onto the ship, and it was
almost time for the little show.
It was magical. We should say
it was better than I expected it to be. I had maybe no expectation for that show, and I thought it was lovely.
Yes. If you're listening to this, you should be okay with spoilers. We're not going to say like heavy spoilers, but mild spoilers in these snippets. We will do a spoiler-filled episode also, but this is just mild spoilers. There is a little greeting show. We won't tell you what they do.
Oh, and they told us to stay.
They did say, you should stick around here before you leave.
And we did ask for which would be the best spot to stand. And our lovely little greeter put us like right in the middle. There was like a rose or something. It wasn't a rose, but it was some sort of large embellishment in the middle of the carpet that we stood on.
Right. It was a flower, some giant flower that we stood on.
And we were front and center.
We were
there was
right in front of
nobody
the stage.
Anywhere near us, which was fantastic.
It was great. And Christy said, "Can adults have wands?" And the person was like, sure. And then Christy and I both got wands. Mm-hmm. So for those
we didn't have to beat up Blake to grab his wand.
I didn't have to steal a wand from a 5-year-old. I got my wand.
And there were other adults with wands.
Oh, I think on these cruises especially. But I bet they are going to give people wands who want wands going forward. Maybe if everyone's asking for a wand, they won't. But like, they had a lot of wands. And they seem to be a central theme because the wand came back later in the night when they were like, everyone pull out your wands.
And nobody had their wands.
No, one kid was like, I got my wand.
And that was at the show.
Yeah. But...
So we did lunch.
Our staterooms were ready because the ship had nobody on it yesterday. It was a gap day in sailing. So it like people got off yesterday morning. They probably did a bunch of prepping for this special sailing overnight. And then this morning when we got here, the ship was ready for us.
Yep. Which was awesome.
So our room was ready. We actually went to the room right away. Which we never do. Because it's always the ropes are over the stanchion or whatever. Okay, but let's do like, are we going to do first impressions on this snippet or no?
Mm-hmm.
So
because it's fresh.
Did it feel magical?
It did. It felt really new and shiny.
Yeah. In fact, when we were driving up to it, I was like...
All of us, even Dave, who has like almost no emotion with stuff like this, was like, look at that ship shine.
Mm-hmm. The Dopplers on this ship are just like shiny baubles on the top of the ship. It's beautiful right now.
The paint looks amazing. Yeah, everything looks so crisp. Like the wood railing that was by the Grand Hall. Yeah. Grand Atrium. Grand Hall. Grand Hall? Grand Circle?
Grand Atrium?
Grand
Royal?
Hall?
No,
Grand
Hall. Okay.
Let's go with Grand Hall. We don't know.
Before we do our real episode.
No, I will never learn names.
I'm good at names. Okay. But you're right. No, Christy even touched it and was like, feel this wood. Because it was just so fresh. It's so fascinating, the furnishings they've chosen.
Some of them, like, not totally well thought out.
No, but like, fascinating, right?
Right.
Like in the restaurant we went to tonight, which was World of Marvel, the chairs weigh like 1,000 pounds.
Like, I could not stand up and push it back on my own.
Literally.
I could not.
And the server was like, sorry, these are way too heavy. And we were like, yeah, they kind of are. And the thing is, I didn't know because they did that sweet thing where they like tuck you in. So had no idea how heavy they were until I went to get up. And I was like, I'm cemented into this chair. So there's that. And then like Marceline Market, which is where we are right now.
It's so eclectic.
It's like, yeah, eclectic's a good word. There's like shades like with fringe.
Lampshades from the 30s?
Yeah, and all the mirrors in here are mercury glass, like fake mercury glass, safe, don't worry, your children aren't going to die, but mercury glass, mirrors everywhere.
And there's cuckoo clocks.
Cuckoo clocks on the walls, subway tile everywhere.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, just like unique, weird setup.
Different colored chairs everywhere.
Yeah, and also, someone was saying there's like 20-something bars or like unique spaces to go get drinks and hang out.
We keep finding them.
Everywhere. And they all have like little, like, there's a
like
wishing star.
An actual theme.
Yeah, there's a wishing star bar on level...
something.
4. But then on level 5, directly above it, there's a bar themed to the Sword and the Stone.
Oh, right. Oh, and around that same side they have the 2 movie theaters, and they have this beautiful carved wood that walks down the hallway that's like on the wall. Like,
themed to Wonderland on one side and...
something.
I can't remember what the other side is, but they're
amazing.
And I popped my head in. There's not a ton of seats in each of those movie theaters, but like comfy. They look comfy. And honestly, when's the last time you went to a movie on a Disney cruise where all the seats were taken? So it's really nice that they're taking the space they would have given to the movie theaters and made 2 separate theaters.
Because they're alternating movies as well. So they're playing like staggered times for the movies so that you could fit it more into your schedule.
And different movies.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think in the
Dave said they were different.
In the real world, this week, Thor Love and Thunder is coming out. Or maybe it came out this past weekend. So that could be showing here.
Maybe not this cruise, though. Because you probably know, but they have to ask permission and get it from production. And, like, it's, like, delivered in a weird case and all of this stuff if it's still at the movies. So my guess is they weren't going to do that here. That
might be true. But for the 14th, for the inaugural, you can expect them to start premieres at sea with whatever movies are premiering. We didn't have a sail away party, everyone, because Florida decided to torrentially pour the most rain. It was buckets of rain. And they literally came over the loudspeaker and were like, sorry, canceled, but go to the atrium or go to the Royal Palace room. The Grand Hall.
I'm going to look it up.
Okay. Go there and we'll have a little special show for you. But we didn't see it, so who knows? So, as you might expect on a brand new ship, we did a lot of touring, right?
A lot of touring.
We just went everywhere. We toured, what is it called? The Princess Aurora?
Oh, somebody's cleaning. The Princess Aurora Royal Suite.
Yeah. So we went and toured that, which is 2 stories, marble staircase, a bath that looks like luxury, and then a balcony that has a decadent hot tub.
But in a huge, like, beautiful dining table inside, but then a dining table outside, plus lovely chaise lounge chairs. But there's also, like, an equally amazing bathroom and bed in the downstairs.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not, like, I could see, like, a couple, like 2 couples, rather, comfortably sailing in that and having their own separate spaces with closing doors and everything. Like, obviously a family could do it, but...
Let's split it.
But seriously, if you had a couple that you could go in with on that, you would...
Oh, it would be lovely.
It would be, because it is, you could totally have your own space. There's an upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah,
and
doors and all that.
And I was peeping the, whatever you call it, concierge menu of delivery foods and things like that. Yeah, I think they're treating it like Roy and Walt Disney Suites on the other ships.
They did. We did break into the concierge lounge at some point and actually talked to a couple of the hosts, and they said they're trying to compete with the other ships, with other cruise lines like the Royal Caribbeans and the Celebrities of the world that offer quite a plussed up concierge lounge. Like, they have their own galley.
Yeah, like food preparation, so they can do hot foods, not just cold sandwiches.
Right.
They have a bar.
And fresh food and Mickey waffles for breakfast in the morning.
They have a beautiful bar. They have their own pool. They have their own, like, sunning area.
We didn't get to see that. There's apparently executives and the whatnot on board.
Yeah, this sailing is not a normal sailing. We saw the one and only show.
Yeah. But the cast member shakedown or whatever preview cruise
had no shows.
That just ended. No shows. So at least we got a show.
So yeah.
The Grand Hall.
Also,
I was right on something.
You're right.
That's exciting.
I'm proud of you.
We all went down the slide.
We all did. I did. I got my wand and I went down that slide. And the person,
Chris's dreams are made.
The person wanted me to go down the slide. Like
everybody wanted me and I didn't want to. I was peer pressured into it.
But you did it.
I did it.
I have a forbidden video I'll never be able to show anybody, but Christy did go down the slide. It was a joy and a dream. Blake went down the slide and immediately disappeared into the kids club. Couldn't find him.
We definitely lost him briefly.
and it was not secure time. So there was a lot of adults running around. There's about 1 million of those robo hand washing stations.
Yeah, and 1 million rooms.
Oh, so many nooks and crannies. It's
so many.
It's literally a Thomas's English muffin up in there. Just like so many nooks and crannies. I went around the corner and literally got lost in 3 separate rooms I wasn't expecting to find when we went to that like Arendelle fairy tale side. They have a Marvel area, which so far seems vaguely disappointing because there's nothing in there. But we do get the sense that they're still building it because...
Well, in theory, we might get to experience it tomorrow.
They're trying to finish it.
Right. I have a preview tomorrow at 2 of it.
So we're excited to see that. The Star Wars area is adorable. They have a porg in there that's like on a nest of eggs. The bathrooms there generally are legit as well. Obviously, we didn't go into the bathrooms, but what you as parents might feel comfortable, or people with little kids would feel comfortable with, is that there's like 6 or 7 of those fancy hand washing things, and then like private locking stalls, which I think is a big improvement on the kids club bathrooms of yore or of the older ships.
Right, because you don't have to touch 3 doors to get in and out either.
It's just a common area.
Yeah.
So it's great, and each bathroom's themed to a different character, which is cute. It's on deck 2, which is new for everyone.
Right, which is great.
It's the best placement for kids clubs. The whole, like, we always put it on deck 5, and deck 5 is the shortest deck, like the most squat deck because of the forced perspective of the atrium and all of that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we get it, but also deck 5 is valuable real estate.
Which is, they're showing on this ship.
Yeah. The reason why it's valuable real estate that kids don't need is because kids aren't looking out the windows or interested with anything that you would normally find on deck 5. In fact, there are no windows to speak of in that kids club, and it's still magical and beautiful and wonderful.
Yep.
Staterooms, what are your thoughts?
Oh, really quick, before we get to the stateroom, we ate at, which this is just, I guess this is too long. The snippet's too long, but whatever. We ate at 1923, which, yeah, that's the right date. 8, yeah. Which we all loved, like the theming, the decorations, the decor. And then the food menu, though, is exactly the same as every other ship's first day dining menu.
Yes. And
I mean, the potato tasted better, but literally that's where the differences lie.
I'm bummed I didn't get that twice baked potato.
You should have just asked for it.
I'm not good about stuff like that.
Why don't you just ask me to ask for it? I'm very good at stuff like that.
Tomorrow I'm gonna ask for my needs to be met.
Please do.
But
So stateroom, cozier.
It's smaller, everyone.
Which is smaller.
It's surprising to me that I felt the smaller. Like, much less storage.
0 storage.
There are some quirks, but
the
Moana theme in our room is gorgeous.
We love it.
There's like gold detailing in the Moana like mural above the bed. The bathrooms are so much better than the other ships.
They are
like,
so much better.
Every aspect of that bathroom.
Except there's no storage. Also,
there is no storage in the bathroom, that's true.
And even the shelves are smaller and less.
But like the shape
abundant.
of the sinks.
Better.
The bathtub with the glass door. Better.
I don't have a shower curtain attacking me. Even the placement, because I stood in that shower today, even the placement of the the safety bar.
Removable, yeah.
It's not removable, but the safety bar.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the shower head.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The safety bar, better.
Yeah.
So all of that's good. The one flaw is that like when you go to sort of move around the bathroom to get out of the shower, you're like touching all the towels. Which is not my favorite thing.
There's a lot of stuff in that bathroom.
But still good.
Yeah,
there's no like drop zone that used to be in the other cabins.
Like that shelving area right past the
right past the entranceway, hallway, bathroom.
Closet.
Where you'd like put down your room key and
nothing's there anymore.
Not a thing to be had. You know what I think I would do? We did bring our magnet hooks to hang our masks because we are masking indoors. Collectively, the 4 of us at this time. So we brought those mask hooks or whatever, magnetic hooks. And I think it would be useful to like maybe bring a little magnetic bucket holder something where you can put all your key cards by the door. So you can like reach in, grab your key card, and leave.
Yeah, that would be nice.
If you hear, I'm pretty sure the vibe or something like that is above us. And there's some real exciting game of something occurring. Because they're screaming. So if any of that's coming through.
Yeah, there is that. But smart of them to put that above
here
Marceline
instead
Market,
of Palo.
Or bed or like sleeping quarters.
Right.
There are more rooms on this ship, everybody. The rooms are slightly smaller. There are more of them, which means...
It's long hallways.
Yeah, long hallways. Only 2 elevator banks.
Which just means you're walking around a lot. And like during the middle of the day or the dinner time rush, when you might want to go down to the grand hall. They don't have that staircase in the middle. And then there may have been a staircase somewhere else, but you and I missed it and walked like 80 miles.
No, there are only 2 stairwells.
Well,
like 2 that go from the bottom of the ship to the top.
Right. But there may have been like a hidden something.
There are those stairwells with, there's these beautiful like Cinderella themed tapestries.
Oh, yeah.
There are 2 stairs on either side of the grand hall.
We lost it. We lost it the one time because we were walking to go back to cut across again or to go shopping. And we had to walk clear across the other side of the ship.
Yeah.
There's a billion bars. We talked about that.
So we will say day 1, we do not, we are not well versed at navigating the ship yet. So I'll be curious to see, because the ship is going to do 3-day sailings every single week. What is it like to go on a ship like this for only 3 days? We're about to find out, but like I don't know that I would figure out the layout of this ship by the end of it.
No.
And because there's no adult area,
there's no adult district.
You could trip and run into a bar on this ship. So
yes, you can. They are
There are like adult spaces or bars where you can get beverages everywhere, but
everywhere.
A district that feels like, ooh, I'm an adult, I'm going to go there at night. There hasn't really been that vibe.
I kind of like it this way. Oh my God, the Tiana bar in the middle, which we 100% have to spend time in.
Yeah. It's so pretty there. Everybody, and there's a stage in there, so they probably do like show band music, jazz stuff.
Why are we not there? We should swing by that way on our way back to the cabin.
See what it's like at 11 at night.
Oh, that's really far away.
But it's on our way back towards our cabin. So yeah, anyway, we're not going to make this snippet too much longer because it's already been 22 minutes.
But if we're doing one a day,
that'll be
so it's not really snippety, it's more showy, but that's fine.
But here is a third of this episode. We will be back tomorrow night with an update on how yesterday went. It's our one and only sea day, followed by our one and only day at Castaway. We are going to get off the ship, but we're not going to spend the whole day at Castaway. There's no reason to.
No.
So you're going to hear all those updates. We're not going to give you a full normal trip report because after we get off the ship, we're going to record a overall spoilery thoughts on everything with Steve. So
we went to the show tonight, though.
We did, and
we'll talk about that.
We'll
later.
talk about that on that episode. What do you want to say about it?
I had joy from that show.
I cried.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I actually texted...
We had a couple of moments where we both were like...
gasped and looked at each other. Oh my gosh. And also the tech in this space means that they can turn that theater into anything. I know some of you are probably like, I'm not a huge fan of projections or stuff like that. But
but the projections were good.
It was quality, and you can tell that they made this show for that space. It was short.
It was short. So this was the Seas Adventure
about
something.
35 minute show. So
no, 30 at the most.
Yeah, so short. But I cried, like I said. I can't wait for you all to see it. And by the way, it appears that it will always be on your first sale.
Yes, because there's a whole bunch of first day.
Because everything is about, I'm trying to imitate Minnie. I love the first day. Oh,
no.
Mickey.
What?
You know what
She's not from England.
You know who I can imitate? Oh boy, Minnie. Huh?
Yeah, good job.
That was pretty good.
That was really good. But no, you cannot do Minnie.
No. Gosh, Mickey. No. I sound like... Daisy sounds like...
Daisy sounds... No, Daisy doesn't sound... You're awful at this!
Listen, Daisy sounds like a 40-year-old woman.
No, Daisy sounds like a 8-year-old.
And Donald... I went all day without having to see Donald, and then he was in that show.
He was, but only at the end.
It's fine. Okay, everybody. Well,
It was really cute.
We're gonna get going because you're gonna get
so late.
two more of these snippets from this trip. But day one,
big fans.
Big fans. I'm gonna bury the lead on my overall thoughts, but I will say, as of day one, I'm impressed.
Same.
All right. See you next snippet.
Bye.
All right. Hello, DCL podcast fans. This is day 2 of our cruise on the Disney Wish, and this is a snippet. We have no idea how long it's going to be, but welcome to our second snippet of this cruise. It's me, Chris, and I'm here with Christy.
Hello.
So, we are right now reporting live from the other side of Marceline Market.
This is like, we tried to go to a different spot. We even tried to go in the middle of Marceline Market, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it's honestly just like quiet and calm here, and there's ambiance music tonight. There wasn't any last night, so you'll...
All quiet. Tonight we get music. It
You'll
might be
hear
a little loud. Hopefully it's not too loud.
A little something. And I'm actually going to go check and see if these plants are plastic.
So Chris has literally just stepped away. What have we learned?
They are plastic. Okay. So let's talk about day 2. Day 2 is a sea day. Mm-hmm. Christy and I were both up at like 7. And we snuck out of the cabin, and went to Cove Cafe. On the way to Cove Cafe... Oh my God,
it was like an 80-mile walk to get to Cove Cafe, though, just so you guys know.
It's truly the furthest point on the ship away from any other point. It's a rule, actually.
Right, and there's like a one-way road to get to the Cove Cafe.
Yeah, you can't access it from both sides of the ship, so you actually have to go into the furthest point of the ship to get to this cafe.
Yeah.
It's significantly smaller than any other ship. The Cove Cafe.
And there was quite the line because you were in there for like ever.
There were only 2 people ahead of me, but there was 1 person serving. So it just...
Oh, wow. Because that feels longer than that. But you were going to say on the way, were you going to say that I've got included coffee?
I was going to say, on the way, of course, we had to stop to get included coffee for Christy.
It's not very strong, you guys. I like downed a cup of it and I was like, okay, I need some more. I never got that. I've just had coffee, like... Caffeine feeling.
Yeah, They did not have the thing that makes cold brew. It has not arrived at the ship yet.
There is a lot of that. There's a lot of not quite here yet. So we're going to pause because they are rolling silverware and the rolling silverware cart is rolling by. It's live. And they go back behind a big, giant hidden door. And then they're all like back in there, rolling silverware.
Having a meeting.
Having a chat, rolling silverware. Okay.
So anyway, we got included coffee for Christy. They didn't have my cold brew, so I paid for an iced Americano, which is not my jam, but I had to. It was fine.
I had to. There's different definitions of had.
I mean, the included coffee was not an option, so the only thing available to me, if you wanted iced coffee, there was none.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, we had our coffee, and we ran into the DCL dude.
Yep.
And we...
had a chat with him.
Had a chat in a less sunny spot in the Cove. That was really fun. It's fun to meet other podcasters in the real world.
Yeah.
And then... we went back to the cabin, I think.
Yeah, there's like periods of this day that are just a blur.
It's weird because listen, this is not my job. I am not a travel agent, and I do this podcast for fun. But we did sort of work today.
Right.
Like, we went and toured specific cabins.
Oh, yeah, we did that. That is what we did after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we tried to take Blake to the kids club, but the kids club was actually closed.
Because of media filming.
Yes.
Yes.
So even though it was like, it's going to be available, it wasn't available.
Oh my gosh, wait. I do have to tell you, though, on our way to the Cove, we saw them filming those, like, promo videos where it's like a Disney cast member being like, on the Disney Wish, you can do all the things. And that was kind of fun to watch. And the person was just reading from a teleprompter on an empty ship and talking about, it was like, the largest ship in our fleet, with a very Disney voice, which was fun to sneak peek.
Yeah. Oh, we went to Marceline Market for breakfast, too.
Just the two of us.
Yep. Just the two of us.
Yeah, I had poached eggs, sausage, hash browns. It was fine.
If you have an allergy, just know your food's going to take forever. Like, breakfast this morning took, like, 40 minutes or 35.
67 minutes.
Yeah, a million minutes. And then lunch also took 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah. But much has been made, if we're talking about food, much has been made of Mickey's Friendship Fair or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The Daisy's Delights.
That's
not Daisy's Delights anymore.
Yeah, it's now like Mickey's Food Fair, not Friendship Fair. Okay, we're going to be honest with you. It's all better. Like, all of it. If it's on the other ship, the food on this ship in that area is better. Like, the pizza tastes better.
Oh, I've heard that about the pizza. But all of the food? Like, the dining room food? No, I don't find...
No. I'm talking about...
The quick service.
No, not the quick service. Or sure, the quick service, but not any other area than the food fair. Whatever the deck food is on this
that's
ship.
Quick service.
Okay.
That's considered quick service.
So that food is better than I've had on any of the other ships.
Yeah.
It includes a really good barbecue place, which has brisket, pulled pork, ribs.
The ribs were really good.
Honestly,
coleslaw,
folks,
potato salad.
You're going to hear people tell you that the baked mac and cheese is good. It's just mac and cheese with some breadcrumbs on top, but it's fine. They have like jalapeno cornbread. They have like a Chipotle style Mexican food counter.
Yeah, I can't eat any tacos from there, but I kind of wish I have to. Maybe tomorrow I'll eat a bowl of something with my pizza.
Tomorrow will be your day to try the other half of the Friend Food Fair.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to tour rooms. We were touring rooms before and after that.
So we saw the Tower Suite.
We did go to the Wish Tower Suite. We posted on our Instagram, but maybe we'll save those stories.
Yeah, but you guys, they gave away, I didn't win, but a night in the Wish Tower Suite tomorrow or tonight, or I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Maybe because they needed to clean it. Maybe. Wishful thinking.
I don't know.
And here's the thing. If you have your blinds open at nighttime in that Tower Suite, you will be seen from the adult-only Cove Bar, whatever that bar is up at the top, Sunset Bar. It's not called any of those things, but it's the bar that's on your way.
Yeah, I mean, it's facing the whole ship.
Right.
Yeah, the whole back of the ship or whatever. Front of the ship.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful, everyone.
God. And the finishings?
Yeah, the finishings.
Oh my God. And the artwork and the finishings and like the pixie dust, like hand-holding bar in the shower. That's like gold.
It's cush. Everything in there is so nice. Shockingly nice.
Definitely wanted to steal all the light fixtures and all of the bowls and every other piece of art that was in, like, every single thing I wanted to put in my luggage to take home.
It even has different soaps than Concierge. It has like Concierge has Elemis products, which are nice, everybody. Very nice soaps. But this was Bulgari, which, like, very nice.
Mm-hmm. We saw the Royal Suite. Oh, that was yesterday, though. Did we talk about that? I don't remember. The 2-story.
The Aurora, which honestly loved. Because that suite has a hot tub.
I would pool the money to stay there as a group of people versus, because people are pulling money to stay at the Tower Suite. but I would stay at Aurora. Oh, and then we saw the 1 bedroom today.
It was cute. It was Rapunzel themed.
Yeah.
Tangled.
And they have more bedding in different locations, which is why there's a wall in the middle of the room, because otherwise I'm not sure how I would feel about that wall separating the living room from the dining room. But I still really liked it. The artwork was amazing. The carpet with the tangled sun, whatever. Yeah,
the sun symbol from Tangled. It also has a bronze, what's the chameleon's name?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever that chameleon's name is. There's a bronze statue of that. Pascal, hidden. Not even hidden. It's right when you open the door, just sitting there. But it's attached to a bookcase. So it's like a legit part of that room. And then the showstopper of this room is a hand mosaiced lantern wall. It's like the mosaic is of them in the boat looking at the castle with the lanterns floating through the sky. And it's over the bathtub. Can you imagine taking a bath with a mosaic?
I would take it.
I would take a bath every night.
I think the thing that this ship excels at the most, which after this, can we go look at art? Actually, I want to go to that art machine.
Okay.
So I think the thing that this ship excels at is their artwork. I would love to sit and stare and figure out who made... They still need to put up the little nameplate of where the art came from, if they're going to do that. Which a lot of times, they'll have the little nameplate next to it. I don't know if they will. But there's murals, there's just pictures, there's carvings we talked about already in the wall. Just really wonderful.
Yeah, really speaking of art, we had dinner in Arendelle, and the hallway leading to Arendelle has all of the art from the first Frozen movie where she's jumping around the walls and she's hang in there, Joan. Mm-hmm. That's there. So it's honestly just top notch in the art department. And there's also new movies Encanto has a whole dedicated art area. I'm trying to think if there's other. Frozen's all over the ship.
So we'll talk later about, not today, not in a snippet, about maybe where some of the areas of the cabin fail, where some things fail, because things do fail here that they need to resolve and fix. But
we want the snippets. We're just sort of we're riding on the high of it right now.
Yeah, the art is good. We did some shopping today.
Mm-hmm. Steve and I have our Keel coins, which we're really excited about.
I don't have a spot. If I knew where I would put that, could I put it somewhere? Yes. If I knew that I had the perfect spot, because I have those big, giant, massive walls.
It's just, I wanted the Keel coin because we followed this.
It?
No, I brought it up first.
I'm just kidding.
But we followed this from ship announcement to ship build, and now we're on it. Before the maiden.
Yeah.
So I want that keel.
Yeah.
And actually, the keel is a gift to my husband because he deserves it.
And you have a gift.
I have a gift for my birthday that I'm not supposed to really know about or talk about, so I'll tell you later. Someday, one day, but not right now.
In August
5th, or whenever my birthday is. Oops.
It's fine.
So, yeah, but then there were no shows.
Oh, the music. We're not going to spoil anything about the Frozen show, but the music in there, incredible.
Oh, they have such a good singer.
Such a good singer.
If I see her on the ship, I'll stop her and it's weird because we were sitting next to literally 4 tables away from Jodie Benson, who was hyping up this singer.
Oh, you should have seen her towel folding or towel waving at the end of the night.
Yeah, she was all about this singer in the Frozen show. So
Bill Farmer is also on this cruise. I assume he was at the same table. Some person from Marvel something was on this.
Everybody, we're talking about... Christy doesn't know anything about Marvel. We're talking about the actress who plays America Chavez.
Well, she's here. So we had a travel agent. I had a travel agent meeting that I had to attend today. And they made a joke how we didn't have to do it wasn't a real sales meeting, thank God. But they had an Imagineer, they had the head chef, was that inspiring? And I feel like that says everything about everything. And then Jodie Benson and Bill Farmer, the friend to Goofy. So, like, really cool. And they were all sitting together, and that Marvel person, and she was super cute and excited. And she was excited in that restaurant, and they do, like, this run around the restaurant and dance type of thing. And she was in that.
I love that. I love all of that. So, yeah.
The music was, like, I can't wait to return to hear the music again.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited to do it again. Then tonight is the Rockin' Parlay party.
And on this ship, they actually have a live band that's doing Pirate Night music. So there's a live band.
No idea if that's for now or forever.
Well, they announced it in my meeting, so it's for now at least. It's
what
not for this week.
It's what they plan to do for the inaugural season.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. I'll see what it's like tonight. Christy might be in bed.
Yeah, I'm tired, so we'll see. There is a lot of inaugural season.
Yeah, they want people to buy inaugural sailing season as opposed to the inaugural.
So it's not just stuff that they're selling next
But they
week.
will throw out a couple, I'm sure, they'll throw out some maiden voyage merch.
Yeah.
For that maiden.
Yeah, I think there was some pre-order stuff, maybe. I don't know if it was maiden voyage merch. Maybe?
I'm just
But either
saying.
way, there was a ton of inaugural season merch. So inaugural sailings is what they called it.
Yeah.
So if you had a cruise that you've booked right in this first few months of cruising, then you'll get to hopefully get some inaugural seasons merch, sailings, whatever. Per usual, there's limited. I don't know if people are buying too much. Somebody asked how many things you could buy, and our snippets are never so snippy. People are asking how many items you could buy, and one of the salespeople said like 10.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I mean, you're going to see this stuff marked up times 40. They have these mini ears that say inaugural sailings. That, I really want them, but I'm just not going to spend my family's money on them.
Wait 2 weeks and then maybe think about them.
Yeah, maybe.
They're beautiful. See if you can come up with an outfit. So really decent merch, but there was an ornament I wanted, and I was like, I'm just going to wait and get it with my family so they can help, like, be a part of the picking it out, because they weren't with me when we did that shopping yesterday. And I went there today, gone. So the moral, we go back to, don't wait. If you're going to buy something, buy it.
Yeah. There was a fire in the kids club today, apparently. Yeah. They made like a scary announcement in every room on the ship, which I was alone at the time. So I was like in the cabin, and it was just like, red something in deck 2. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but it's probably not good. And sure enough, it was a fire in the kids club. Yeah. Everyone's safe, we believe. I haven't heard that anybody got hurt. And there
were no children in the kids club at that point, because there wasn't children's programming at that time.
And they reopened the kids club later that same day. So it must not have been a bad fire, but it happened. Also, while we were here, we found out that they announced that Aladdin is not ready for the Maiden. And on this sailing, we are only getting one show, which is the show we saw last night. Well, and these
fabulous fireworks.
Tonight, and then nothing tomorrow night?
No. That Thor movie, maybe, do you think?
No, it's already... Oh, they might show it in the main theater, I guess, but it's already showing. I stopped by the Wonderland Theater today, and it was there. I went into the Wonderland Theater... has the cutest light fixtures.
I'm telling you, the decor, except for the chairs that you cannot lift.
There's some heavy chairs on this ship, but Christy, I started thinking maybe that's because we're on a cruise ship and everything's rocking and swaying.
No,
seems like a good idea to me.
Well, so we were in the Tiana Bar, whatever it's called. We need to learn...
the Bayou. I know the names.
You don't know. I got something right the other day. But listen, I don't know names ever of even people I like. I know nothing. But I know like a thing about them. And that is what...
You know that the chairs at the Bayou Bar are heavy.
Are 80,000 pounds. But the most beautiful space.
Oh, it's one of the best. We still have yet to be allowed in the Hyperspace Lounge.
always for media only.
It's always media only, which is such a weird... I mean, this is a beautiful opportunity, so we're not complaining, but it is like we can't go in there ever. I've never seen... I've never seen the inside of it.
There was some picture thing that Chris wanted to do today, and...
They were like, you're not media.
And it's for media only. But nobody was there for like 10 minutes. We very easily could have gotten our picture done. Some swirly picture.
But, it's okay. We are here, and we did take a really cute treasure chest picture.
Oh, God. By Ed, friend of the show. He was a photographer. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's meant to mean something.
It is. It's probably going to be your favorite picture you ever had.
Oh, God. I doubt it.
Oh, I think it will be.
But overall, fun times. Fun times are being had by all.
Yeah, honestly, it's a dream come true to be on a ship that you got to hear be announced.
And we get presents, like, every day in the cabin for travel trade, which is kind of fun. I've never had a cruise like where we've had presents every day.
Well, so far, we've had presents 2 times.
Which is
We'll see if there's
so
another
far.
one tomorrow night.
Yeah, what could it be?
Tonight's was Make-A-Wish themed, so it was the Make-A-Wish Mickey Mouse, Captain Mickey, which, whatever.
I mean, now I sort of feel like I'm guilted because of the money going to Make-A-Wish.
You should go buy the real stuffy, the
I
mini.
should buy the mini.
You have to. Do it.
I will,
You
probably.
must. I need you to.
Okay.
So yeah, we're not gonna... This is a snippet of a snippet of a snippet. We're gonna go to Castaway tomorrow.
It's a 20-minute snippet.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Castaway tomorrow, but not for long. We'll be back on the ship. Tomorrow is pool day, water day. We're gonna give you the lowdown on watery things.
We haven't been in water.
We're gonna go on Aqua Mouse if we can find it open. And we're gonna go check out the different pools and water spaces.
I feel like this is kind of a fun fact. We learned that you have to ride the Aqua Mouse as a double, like 2 people. And then we heard that you have to do it because people are getting stuck.
If they go as a solo, the raft is getting stuck, and then the ride gets shut down while they rescue the person. So, moral of the story, they somehow designed it to not be able to go with one person, which makes me feel for solo cruisers. I don't know what people are doing, because you're getting cozy with whoever you're riding in that thing with.
And you're like, legs are all spread open, and...
Yeah, it's a lot. But we're going to ride it tomorrow. We did hear that they do child swap, so you could...
Each ride with your kid.
You could each ride with your kid as a way to meet that quota. So yeah, anyway... It's enchanting. It's exciting. We're so happy. And we'll be back tomorrow with one last snippet about our final day.
Yes.
All right. See y'all then.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. We have a surprise snippet where we will be joined today by the amazing Blake. Hello, Blake. How are you? You're good. Okay. So we thought it would be fun, since you're the only one on this cruise who got to do the secured programming in the kids club, to talk to you a little bit about what you think about the kids club. So why don't we start with, what do you think generally of the different spaces in the kids club?
I think they're really fun, especially the one room. It's like the Imagineering room, where you can there's lots of different tables with different stuff you can do on the tables. It's like you can come up with your own things and do it.
Yeah, they have a brand new Imagineering station. And is this the only ship that has the Imagineering stuff?
Yeah, it's the only ship. The rest of the ships don't really have very many different rooms and different parts of the kids club. This kids club has many different rooms and many different parts of the kids club. It's not all bunched together like one kids club with many different rooms. It's not like one side with some rooms and the other side with some rooms too.
Okay, and then everyone, when they first announced this, everyone was so excited because there's a special way to get into this kids club, isn't there?
Yep, there's a slide.
Yeah, have you gone down the slide?
Many, many times.
Yes, in fact, didn't Mama and Daddy and Chris all go down the slide?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now you've gone to a couple of special events in the Kids Club. Can you tell us first about the, captain mini training to be a captain?
Yeah, so there is a Captain Minis Captain Academy thing where there are there's one room of the Kids Club which is like the captain zone where there's like a little obstacle course where you can pretend to drive the ship. Little spot. So for that, in that room, there are different stuff in the room that Minnie's training you to be a captain. You need to figure out what can float and what can't float so you can figure out what to do. So for the thing, there's one part of the room where you have to make a little shape. You put it in a bowl of water and you have to see if it floats.
Oh.
The next part, you have to... So they tell you that an anchor weighs this. Let's say an anchor weighed 10 pounds. You have to see if the things weighed more or less than an anchor. An anchor doesn't actually weigh 10 pounds and just using it.
No, because an anchor weighs enough to keep the ship steady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is one of the questions that they ask after the little floaty thing. And then after that, you move on to tying some knots.
Okay, so it sounds like a lot of cool stuff to teach you how to do captaining and sailing on a ship, right?
And then, last but not least, you make a little thing that there are many different flags that you're going to have to try to draw, but the flags, and there are rectangle flags that have letters under them that you have to tell them your name, and then they point to the flag with the letters in your name.
So it's your specialized certificate?
Yeah, and then you have to draw the flags. And then after you're done drawing the rectangle flags, there are triangle flags be under those that have numbers on them, which you could be up to 9.
Mm-hmm.
You can only be up to 9.
Because it's single-digit numbers.
Yeah. So up to 9 is the end. So when you're making your certificate, they ask what your name is, and then you tell them, they ask what your age is, and then you tell them what your age is, and then they point to the triangle flag that has your age on it if it's a digital number.
So basically, your certificate has your name in nautical flags and your age in a nautical flag, which is pretty cool. And there was one other thing that...
I think if you have 2-digit numbers, you're going to point to one of the flag numbers and then point to the other number to make a 2-digit number.
To make both digits. That makes sense.
Because it would take up way too much space if they were every single number, because there are way too many numbers.
That's true.
Numbers keep going on and going on and going on and going on.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the last thing, which is the coolest thing, the thing you liked the most in the Kids Club, which is, what is it?
The Disney Imagineer Make Your Own Magic Club.
Ooh.
Building the Magic Club, where there are different things that the Imagineer teaches you.
Like what?
I'm not telling.
Oh.
Why?
Okay, you could leave it as a secret. But the Imagineer teaches you how they make magics in their theme parks, right?
Yeah, they show you what's happening behind the scenes.
And now are you like an honorary Imagineer?
Yep, I'm an honorary Imagineer.
You know...
I've been an honorary Imagineer before that. Imagineer make building the Magic Club because I do it every day. I use my imagination to craft out things. Do it every day.
Yeah. In fact, earlier you told me that you might want to maybe be an Imagineer one day when you get older, huh?
Yeah. So, folks out there who want to be an Imagineer, that program is for you.
Well, it sounds like it's the perfect mix for you because you wanted to be an Imagineer and you got to learn a lot of cool stuff you didn't know about how to be an Imagineer. Well, Blake, thanks for joining us for this snippet. you are awesome, and it's cool for us to get an insider's point of view on how great the new kids programming is on the Disney Wish.
For the rest of the stuff, you'll see it when you get here.
All right, keeping the magic a secret. I get it. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Good job, Bob. Hello from the road.
Hey, everybody. We really just had too much to do on the last day, and we did a surprise episode snippet with Blake, and then we didn't ever end up recording on our last day, and then we came back and recorded a whole episode with Steve.
And so here we are. We went to Moonlight Magic tonight. I don't even know what day of the week it is.
It's a day of the week after we sailed on the Wish, and...
Well, it's like 2 days later now, because it's technically Friday.
Right.
But, so we went to Moonlight Magic, and now we're just giving you our last snippet, which is basically to say we were very excited that we got to go to The Little Mermaid, and we loved it.
Oh, yeah. We got to see The Little Mermaid. It was definitely like a rough cut dress rehearsal vibe.
It wasn't super polished. Also, you guys, I cannot wait for you to see it. And I also want to see it again in a week because I am so curious if it's just as hard for them to move those props as it looked in the dress rehearsal that we saw.
I mean,
they were using all of their powers.
The staging is definitely not automated.
That is 100% not automated.
We will see.
What else did we do that last day? Oh, the last day was the day we rode the Aqua Mouse. We went to Castaway Key and swam briefly and played in the sand.
Yep.
We ate quick service.
We did all that stuff. We got floaties on the family beach. I never go to the family beach, so that was new for me.
And I never have a floaty unless I have a cabana.
Yeah, that's true. Those were included from Disney, so I don't know. We probably won't be spending that sort of money on a floaty unless... I don't know, it was pretty nice.
Yeah. I feel like you have that package on the next cruise.
I have a package that includes Castaway Ray or whatever.
Oh, the Stingrays.
Yeah.
Okay. But not also floaties.
No, I think it includes everything.
Yeah, there you go.
We want to be able to take our kiddo to ride the bikes and the snorkels and the dancing and the hulas.
You're crazy. So, I feel like, what else happened that day? We did some more shopping, probably. That kiss goodnight that we talked about in the previous episode now. And we walked around. We went to bed real late.
Yep.
This is another night of going to bed real late.
But it was great. We had a great night. And we got off the ship the next day and...
We went to Cabanas for breakfast.
Yeah, or Marceline Market.
Yeah. Do you think I'll ever get it right?
Maybe one day.
Maybe. Straight. Don't mind us giving directions.
Forward. Yeah, so the next morning, debarkation was a bit of a mess, but I think that is just early cruise hiccups.
Right. Not its normal everything.
Yeah. So, all in all, we really enjoyed it. We are excited to go back on the 25th.
Yep. We were grateful to be hosted that day, that cruise.
Yep. And
the experience of things.
And we're excited to see how she grows as she comes into her own.
As they figure it all out.
Yep.
So that's it. So we're signing off. It is now officially Friday. We got off that cruise on Wednesday, and this is when we're doing our last snippet. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, and we
together we'll have a chat. We'll do chats during our group podcast cruise. You can stay here.
Yep. We are excited for that too, and of course we'll give you all the cool updates and wonderful things as we go. So thanks everybody, and we hope that you have a really great time the next time you get to sail, and hopefully you get to sail on the Wish soon.
Can't wait to hear about it.
Bye.
Bye.
The DCL podcast is unaffiliated with the Disney Cruise Line, Walt Disney Company, Adventures by Disney, or Run Disney. All of the opinions expressed on our shows are those of the hosts and the guests who appear on the show. If you have any questions about any of these products, please contact the Walt